Well, we got an opportunity to take part in a very important event that was going on with the West Louisville Tennis Association, and they have been in existence for 100 years. Can you believe it?
That's hard to believe, but who knew? Black tennis.
Let's take a look. We're here for a very special celebration because we're celebrating 100 years of tennis with the West Louisville Tennis Club. And I'm here with one of the oldest members, Miss Anna Baker, and her husband goes back a long way with the club. First of all, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you so much, Meg.
So tell me, what does it mean to be a part of such a great legacy and history?
Well, because it was in the 50s when I became a part of the tennis club, 54 to be exact, and I fell in love with the club because they were very sweet people. The men were all gentlemen in those days, and they made you feel very welcome. Plus, they were very helpful to other people, and most of them were professional men or community workers, which gave our youth something to look up to. We couldn't go to the other clubs at that time. The blacks weren't allowed, but they organized their club in the 20s and 30s, and the ones that knew how to play tennis came back and taught the ones that didn't know how to play tennis. And of course, it led to us having a very good organization. We kept our children undercover because we were a family-oriented club. Most people were married or they had their children, and they raised their children at the tennis club. Every time we'd go away, we went out of town for different occasions to play other clubs, and that was really an experience for our children, as well as meeting and loving people, learning to love and to becoming a part of the people.
Well, Ms. Baker, it has been great meeting with you and talking to you, and hope you're around to celebrate the next 100 years with us.
I hope so also.
Well, I'm here with Aretha Fuqua, who is the president of the West Louisville Tennis Club, and congratulations on celebrating 100 years.
Thank you so very much. We're just glad to be in the number, right?
So tell me, what does it mean to be president, and how do you keep this organization moving forward?
Well, I tell you what it means to me. It's an opportunity to be a vital resource in the community, and I'm just so happy to be supported by my team. We have a 52-member strong organization, and everybody's moving in the same direction. So it feels pretty good for me because I'm a community girl. I'm about the love. I'm about spreading the love and teaching our youth. So that's our agenda. That's part of our mission, and it's happening. So I couldn't be happier.
So tell me some of the initiative that West Louisville Tennis Association has and why it's so vital to the community.
Well, I think one of the most important initiatives is probably the implementation of our free summer clinic, because we've actually worked with community partners to provide upwards to 50, 75 kids with free tennis shoes. All you had to do was complete the program and be an active participant. So as I mentioned earlier, that the thing about that program is so important to the community, because once we have those kids in our possession, we have the opportunity to love them, to nurture them, to encourage them, and contribute to their developmental needs. That's all a child ever needs. That's all any of us need. So we're glad to be that whole that's missing from the West Louisville community.
And one last thing, if someone wants to get involved with the club, either as a member, as a supporter, how can they do that?
We have a website which is quite informative. Our address is P.O. Box 11220. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, in Shawnee Park. You can email us, West Louisville Tennis at yahoo.com. We've got multiple means of access. So I think the most important part is to just try. Because when you try, or when you really, really want to do it bad enough, we do what we want to do, right? So there you go.
All right, thank you very much, and looking forward to another 100 years of success.
Oh my God, I hope we make it there, but our desire is to ensure that that baton is passed to the generation that's coming up behind us.
Well, I'm here with Donnie Morris, who has been a longtime member of the West Louisville Tennis Club. And when you're in the West Louisville Tennis Club, it's more than about tennis. It's a family, and you are like the family member who is also the caretaker of the court. So tell us how that came about and why the courts are so important to you and the organization in general.
Well, that came about maybe around 15, 20 years ago when I started playing at Chickasaw Park, because I used to be at Chickasaw Park, as you well know. And came a time when Metro Parks they were downsizing in staff, and they said, well, we're not going to be able to take care of the courts. So there was a few of us that took on the task of learning how to take care of the course. And I had a wonderful mentor in Bruce Logan, who retired from that job, but then he taught me, took me under his wing, and so I started rolling the courts, watering the courts, just taking over whatever duties was necessary to do so that our community family, tennis family, could continue to have the high-level tennis that we always had. And it just spring road from there.
You know, you have to give Aretha her props. She's doing a great job with the organization. It's a very diverse group, and you know, to be there with the oldest member, and you know, she still has that energy. She has that spark when she talks about the organization.
All I can think of is keeping it going, keeping it surviving, keeping it thriving.
We'll take another break and back with more.